Hey, Landon.
Maybe. Should you own to recharge it now?
No, I mean, I'm just going to go to it.
Huh?
I'm just going to go to it, guys.
You still got what?
Welcome back to Mauldin High Broadcasting Network here with the halftime show. Landon, what are your thoughts on the first half of this game?
Well, we obviously know that it was a very slow game, or it's a very fast-paced game, but slow at the same time because of that first drive for Spartanburg and Mauldin. They both got 3 and out, then both got roughing the punter. So that was both kind of an ironic thing there. But then once Spartanburg started to get going a little bit, they brought the ball all the way down to around near the 20. Then they missed their field goal. Mauldin drove the ball all the way down all the way to the 3, blocked their field goal. Then Spartanburg scored their last drive. But one thing important, I brought this up during the broadcast, Raheem Jeter has been a big factor. As soon as he came in, was as soon as Spartanburg started to get rolling. And if you pay attention close enough to that thing, they were running a lot of options. Every option they ran, Raheem would cover up his shoulder, which is what he injured in the scrimmage. He would be covering that up and protecting it as hard as he could. So something to keep an eye out on.
Yeah, but I mean, after they put him in, definitely the first run they didn't have him in. I mean, they looked horrible. If I'm being honest, they did not look good. I mean, the Mauldin defense was able to lock them up completely. They could not do anything. I mean, it was 3 plays and it was 3 tackles, and they were right to the punt. I mean, we did have a roughing of the kicker, which did give them back the ball, but we were looking great at the beginning, and we have been falling apart since then. Hopefully, during this halftime break, they were able to go into the locker room and finally talk about how they're just getting demolished with that down straight through the middle run that Spartanburg has been pulling on them all game. Spartanburg has been able to do that all game, and Mauldin has not been able to do anything to them. They're getting all the way down the field. Great example. They were at the 15-yard line. They were able to make it all the way down to about the 5-yard line, where they ended up kicking a field goal, and that was the 3 points that are on the board for Spartanburg right now. And all we can really ask for right here is that the defense starts to step up a little bit more. And I mean, the offensive line, I got to give it to them. They've definitely started to step up this game. They were not looking good at the beginning of this game, but they're finally starting to look a little bit better and starting to step up and give David Scher a little bit more protection. But as I was saying before the break, I definitely think Emery Watson needs to get a chance in this game, because we've had so many open down the middle runs that David Scher has been taking. He's scrambling, and he's trying to juke and all this stuff when he could be going straight through, and he's really going straight into the defenders and getting taken down right then and there.
Yeah. I feel like we are going to get to see a little bit of Emery Watson in the second half. I don't know if he's going to – I mean, we do get the ball first coming out of the half. Be interesting if we go back to David, because as you mentioned, the offensive line had to get a lot better as the game progressed, and Emery is a lot better runner. If Emery can get a good running going, it'll be nice. Be a good – because Emery, other than that one throw by David when he threw on the run, I believe it was Kelvin Johnson on a little out route. I mean, I got 15 yards. Other than that, there's not been really anything good coming out of the running game for David Scher. He's got 2 rushes for 5 yards. And
he's been slightly overthrowing today with the two. They were great looks. Don't get me wrong, but the throw was just a little over to where Deuce Caldwell and Jaden Lucas could not catch the ball. And hopefully, Jaden Lucas and Deuce Caldwell can step up a little bit more in the Mauldin defense. We can start to stop Spartanburg here and start to finally get some progress, get some points on the board to get out of Spartanburg and hopefully win this game. It is looking like previous years, though, when it's very, very close. I will say, though, previous years we've been able to get a lot of points on the board for both teams. But this year we have not been able to get any points on the board pretty much. It is 3-0 Spartanburg. And Spartanburg and the Mauldin game is looking it's just looking a lot like previous years. It might go into overtime, which has happened with these two teams previously.
Yeah. Last time these two teams did play was in 2019. Final score was 35-32 in double overtime. So.
And Mauldin was able to pull out that victory.
Yes, that is true. But this was the team we were supposed to play last year, like York last year, but again got canceled because of COVID. But so that last year they were a more running-based team. They still are a running-based team, but this year they have been coming out a lot more of the passing game, a lot more than they have been the past couple of years. So it's something. That's why their offensive line is so. They're not really athletic, but they're more maneuverable than a lot of teams.
Yeah, definitely.